So quick video on how to enter the DV lottery, diversity visa lottery 2025, and what exactly the diversity visa lottery is all about. My experience on winning the diversity lottery over 8 years ago, and how to enter and increase your chances of winning the diversity visa lottery in under 6 minutes. So the diversity visa lottery program, the DV lottery program, or what other people call the green card lottery, is basically a program, an immigration program by the US government that issues over approximately 50,000 visas, immigrant visas, to countries that are less represented in the US. What it means is countries like Nigeria with huge representation in the US are currently not eligible. So there's a list that comes out each year under the instructions that lists the countries that are eligible. So if you see on my screen, you see the TV in 2025 instructions. If you click on it, it will take you to the instruction page, and it will tell you what it is all about and how to go about playing the diversity visa lottery. But today is the last day for the diversity visa lottery, so I thought about making a quick video on it. And for my experience, when I played the diversity lottery, I didn't know what the diversity visa lottery was all about. I remember I was in university. I was in my year 1 university in Cameroon, and when I kept hearing about diversity lotteries, seeing posters of come play, pay 1,000. By the way, the diversity lottery is 100% free. You don't pay anything. The US is against you paying money, even for photos, to play the diversity lottery. So you can play by yourself. You can take the pictures by yourself. I'm going to be walking you through all these steps on this video. So the first step is when you make up the decision to enter the DV lottery program, you will have to come to the dvprogram.state.gov. I'm going to put out the links on this video. When you come to the site, you will see the instruction. The first thing you're going to see will be the easy instructions. If you click on the instructions, if you don't have time to go over the instructions, because we only have about 7 hours to the end of the diversity visa program for 2025, you can just follow through this video. The next thing is the photo examples. The photo requirements is very important. That's what gets a lot of people, mostly Africans, disqualified, because they just upload pictures and they think that it will be approved. No, photo will reduce your chance. Making a mistake on your photos will reduce your chances of winning. So, but this is the main thing here. The green button here is a begin entry. So when you click on this begin entry, it's gonna ask you the basic questions on just fill. These are questions about yourself. No mathematics, no arithmetic on it. So that's it. The first thing is, because you will need a photo, you will need to start by taking a photo. There is a good instruction here on how to take photos for the diversity visa lottery. Let me bring this up. So if you click on the photos example, it's going to take you on sample photos on the diversity visa lottery. So this is how the expectation on the photos. If you are currently wearing glasses, you click on glasses, it will tell you glasses are not acceptable. So just follow through the photo requirements. But what I want to do here is I want to show you guys a photo tool that works. If you follow through the requirements, simply go on the tsg.phototool.state.gov/photos, and it's simply a US government tool that allows you to crop your photos, the photos you've taken. If you notice, this photo was taken using this is a photo here. Let me bring it up. This photo of myself was taken using my mobile device, my smartphone. And what I simply did here was I uploaded it to the US government photo tool site, and it gave me this error: your photo has been rejected for it. So once you get this error, do not proceed into playing the diversity lottery using this photo. There's a fix to it. I've included it in my previous video. So follow through the fix on my previous video. Just search on your photo has been rejected for the following reasons: images overly compressed, and you'll see it in my most recent videos. So once you resolve this issue, I did resolve it. So if I come back, this is the resolution. If I upload it, notice I now have a good photo, which follows through. If you look at these, all these examples here, it follows through let me shift this image. It follows through the requirements. For ladies, your hair has to be at the back, your ears should be showing, and all the stuff. So I will go ahead and accept, click proceed, and download this image to my device, because this is the photo I want to use. So once I have my photo figured out, a good photo, make sure the photo should be in white background. I will go ahead, I'll go back to the entrance website and click on begin entry. So doing the, when filling out information, the first thing is they just want to confirm if you're a human, because they want to avoid machines from playing for people. So I'll submit this. So the part one here is entrant information. Entrant is basically you, the person entering the TV program. So go ahead and put in your last name, your first name, your middle name, your gender, your male or female, your birth date. Remember, US goes by month, day, and year. So don't get this confused. In other countries, they go by day, month, and year, but US goes by month, day, and year. The next thing is the city where you were born. The city where you were born is not the city you're currently residing in, it's where you were born. So I was born in Bamenda, Cameroon. I'll put Bamenda, Cameroon here. The country where you were born is not the country you currently reside. So select the country where you were born. In my case, I was born in Cameroon. So I will go ahead and put in Cameroon here. The next thing is the country of eligibility. This is what I was talking about. This is what decides on whether you can enter the TV lottery or not. Your country of eligibility will normally be the same as your country of birth, but there are some exceptions. So exceptions like if you're married in a country that is not if you're currently from a country that is not eligible, like Nigeria, and you get married to a Cameroonian, for example, that is eligible, then you can play based on spouse eligibility. So in this case, this is what they're saying. Your country of eligibility is not related to where you live. If you were born in a country that is not eligible for the TV program, please explanation, go to the explanation to see the another option. So these are the options that they're talking about. One example is the one I just talked about. If you are a Nigerian married to a Cameroonian, because Nigeria is not an eligible country, Cameroon is, you can play based on the fact that you got married to a Cameroonian. And this is it here. So they said, are you claiming eligibility based on the country where you were born? In most cases, you will do yes. But in case you're claiming your country is not eligible and you're claiming based on the fact that your spouse, you're married to a spouse from an eligible country, so you're going to select the option here. So you have to do no and select the option. So simply put, the case I gave, if you're married to a Cameroonian and you're a Nigerian, you just search on Cameroon here and put, meaning you are claiming eligibility based on the fact that your spouse is from Cameroon or other options. So the photograph, one of the most important aspects of the TV lottery, and it gets a lot of people to fill the entrance without even knowing. So in this case, I will simply upload the photo that I had edited and make sure it was all good or had cropped. So this is the photo I'm talking about, the TV photo one, because remember when I uploaded this in the entrance, the photo tool, it told me about compression issue. So what I can also do here is I can check for the properties. Before submitting your entry, make sure the picture is in white background. It follows the standards of the photos. Very easy. I didn't have to pay a professional photographer to take me this. I simply used a white bedspread at the back as a background. If you have a white wall, like clear white wall, you can use it. Make sure the dimension, this is what you want to check prior to submitting. So once you confirm the photo that you want to use, ensure that the photo follows these properties. So go to details, ensure that the dimension is 600 by 600, width is 600 pixels, 200 dpi, 200 dpi, and bit depth is 24. So once you confirm that, go ahead and use the photo. So simply click on open and it's going to upload the photo. Notice that the background, because the background is white, it immediately syncs to the web page, the white web page. So in care of this is just a mailing address, like in case of any issue, we don't worry so much about this, but go ahead and put your address in this case. If in care of is optional, you can skip this. So fill in your address, your postal code, your zip code. If you don't have this information, it's not a big issue, but just go ahead and fill it in. What's important is the country. So select the country you're currently residing in, and also country where you live. Today will be the country you currently reside, not the country you were born. Even if the country you currently reside is ineligible, still go ahead and put in the country you currently reside. Your phone number, you go ahead and put it. Email address, you want to put in your, this is very important. Make sure you put in the right email address. So your highest level of education, you have the highest level of education you've achieved as of today is basically what you have, whatever you have. So even if you don't have a high school diploma, still go ahead and put high school diploma. Still go ahead and put in primary school only or whatever you currently have. But the requirement states that you must have a high school diploma, a high school or an equivalent. In Zambia, it will be the equivalent of your equivalent to high school diploma or high school degree will be your grade 12 certificate. In Cameroon, it will be the GCE general certificate examination A levels. So it will be the advanced level GCE. So go ahead and select. In most cases, you have to select high school degree. But if you're currently in the university, like you've completed your high school degree and you're currently in the university, so you can put some university colleges. If you've had your university degree or your first degree, you can put your university degree. If you have your master's degree, put your master's degree. But even if you have a PhD, it won't increase your chances of winning. So what simply increases your chances is just having nothing here increases your chances of winning. High school, the main requirement here is high school degree. So long as you have a high school degree and any other thing you have, it's just as irrelevant. The next thing is, what is your current marital status? Also, this is important to not play about with this. If you're married, put married. If you're unmarried, you put married. If you're separated, put separated or divorced, sorry. So ensure that you're doing the right thing here. If you are living with your spouse and you're not legally married, please do not put marriage here. And the number of children, basically follow the requirements here. So children include all biological and legally adopted children and stepchildren who are unmarried. So if the child you have is, let's say, is 20 and is married, do not include the child. So long as they are legally married, do not include the child. So if they are not legally married, go ahead and include the child if they are under 21. But if they are above 21, if they are 21 and above, whether legally married or not, do not include them as your child. They are independent per the regulations. So they should be able to play the lottery by themselves. So number of children, go ahead and put the number of children here. And pay attention to whatever instructions you have. Once you go through this, go ahead and click continue. If you click on continue and everything looks good, you've submitted, you filled in all information as requested, including the photo. Notice it says your photograph was successfully uploaded. Once you complete this and you click next, it should give you a page to verify your information prior to submitting. So verify, make sure that you have all information correctly and click on submit. Once you submit the entry, it will give you a confirmation number. Take a screenshot, take a backup of that confirmation number, send it to someone you trust, so that in case you lost your phone or any device that you have it saved on, you can always retrieve it. In my case, the year I played the lottery and I was selected, that was my first time ever hearing about the lottery. And I remember my elder brother actually forced me into playing the lottery. I didn't even know what it was all about. So I wrote it on a piece of paper and kept it in one of my travel boxes. So that's it on how to play the lottery. Once you submitted the entry, all you have to do is sit back and wait till May 4th, 2024. I believe it should be around May 4th, 2024, when the results will be out. So when the results will be out, you have to come back to this same website, no other site. So you have to come back to this same website. Let me just go back for the purpose of demonstration. So you have to come back to this same website and you will see the entry for the DV 2025 entrance status check will be available. You just have to click on check status and put in the information. If you click on check status, currently this is only for DV 2024 because it's for the past years. If you put in the information, your confirmation number, your last name, and your date of birth, and this authentication code, it should be able to tell you if you're selected or not. This is a big deal if you want to move permanently to the US. It's the easiest and the cheapest way of moving to the US. No fee. The only time you pay a fee during this process is when you get selected and you have to pay the visa fee, which is almost equivalent to nothing. The visa fee, the medicals, and your flight if you are issued a visa. That's it for the Diversity Visa Lottery 2025. Sorry. Good luck.